Mwah. Happy Friday. I hope you had a great week. Clearing the energy, you're gonna need it. This weekend, this weekend is like a whole Avatar movie. Okay, it's just plot twists on what. Okay, that's what it's gonna feel like. Likely, let's get into it. You got the Knight of Wands, and this is a card of passion, inspiration, drive, coming in hot, coming in real hot. Okay, um, usually this depicts a soldier on a horse. Like, okay, this a clueless deck. She's just like kind of impatiently on the phone, or she just doesn't look like she's, I don't know, that excited. Oh, there's chess pieces. Interesting. So there could be an energy of impatience because the sun and Mars are conjuncting. That's fire. I mean, that's like guns a blazing. Okay, those energies mixed together. So there could be a passion in your belly on Friday, uh, a real will to get things done, and it could be an impatience with your situation or with other people. It could be like things can't happen fast enough kind of vibe. So I'm just gonna tell you for the whole weekend, there's so many cautions. There's so many potential um, emotional potholes that you can fall into. So I'm gonna talk about that. So Friday, the energy is passionate and fiery and ready to get things done. Okay, productive, could be a little dramatic. Saturday, the energy, Chiron, Chiron. We talked about Chiron. Chiron is all up in he's just interweaved himself in the astrology for the weekend. And Chiron, the best way I can describe the energy is, say you wanted to be a jockey your whole life, but you're too tall. But for some reason you're really good at it. You've got a technique nobody knows about, whatever it is. You're really, really good at it. But your whole entire life people are like, you can't be a jockey, you're too tall. And you just kind of keep hearing that story. And you almost believe it because you've heard it from everybody. You're like, yeah, but I'm really good at it. And everybody's like, no, you're too tall. You know what I mean? One of those things. So, insert whatever that is for you, where it's like a wound. It could be about your leadership. It could be about not being good enough in whatever area, not being a good enough boss, things like that. So those wounds are just out to play. But Chiron, he's not interjecting himself in the astrology to just be annoying, because it is annoying. It's so you can change the habit, so you can change the cycle. It's like, hey, this is still here. This belief about yourself is still here. You need to look at it, kind of vibe. So that's a thing. That's what I'm saying. This weekend is like, it could be so delicious and good, but it can also hurt, and it might be a mixture of both. Just drop both cards on the floor. Oh, both cards. I picked an Isis Oracle deck because I just feel like you're gonna need some backup. You're gonna need some backup. It's my cleansing water. Okay. So yeah, so just know that Chiron's influence is sprinkled all throughout the weekend, and anything that comes up that's triggering, you're just gonna have to look at it and process it, and whatever it's trying to get you not to do the opposite. Break the cycle of whatever that thing is. So Saturday could be just emotional. There's a cardinal cross happening. What does that mean? Cardinal signs are about change and action, and it's just giving. It's like here today, gone tomorrow. Change, like black and white, riches to poor, poor to riches. You know what I mean? Like dramatic. I lived here and now I live here. So big changes could be happening, which is why you're gonna have to kind of stay grounded, keep a level head, because some of the changes could be unexpected. People's emotions are so triggered this weekend that other people could be causing the changes in your life. So you kind of have to be just mindful that other people's energy can be affecting you in a way. So kind of stay limber, right? So that's Saturday. But if you can just focus this energy on a project or your fitness, something that you're building, that's chef's kiss. That's where you want to stay. Try to stay out of people's way because people are emotional and they're impulsive and they're fiery. Okay, the Knight of Wands card is like, you know, get the fuck out of the way kind of vibe. Okay, so stay the fuck out of the way, and focus on what you're doing and your plans. And but you also have to be like, so you're just really self-aware of what each situation calls for. So that's just Saturday, okay? And then Sunday, the moon's in Scorpio. I don't know how it affects everybody when this moon is in Scorpio, but how it affects me, or how it affects people in general, because Scorpio represents the darkness, what's hidden, and that paired with all the shit that Chiron's doing is just a lot of emotional intensity. So change, emotional intensity, and inspiration and passion are what's on the menu this weekend. And you're going to have to temper that somehow. You're going to have to channel that energy. Do not projectile, your wants and agenda onto somebody else because they've got their own things going on, right? It's probably best to work in solitude if you can. That's my advice. I hope that was helpful. I also got this oracle from the Isis deck, and it's the Pyramid of Light and Psychic Protection. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. There is nothing to fear, and only more awareness of the power and protection of the divine light to experience. The Pyramid of Light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it's now time for that interference to cease completely through loving divine power. Okay, so this is the oracle message. The energies will try, it's just what it is. That's just the energy that's in the sky. And you're going to have to stay grounded, stay focused, don't fly off the rails, because it's just the energy is prime for massive action and massive change. And you want to make sure that change is pointed at a desired result and not something that happens because you couldn't hold your shit together. Okay? Good luck. I love you guys. Pray, stay grounded, take baths, have fun. If you can find some fun to have some fun. And I'll see you on Monday.